Hello, welcome back to another Monday with the Poultry, except today it's Tuesday with the Poultry, because Monday I had stupid work to do, crazy busy stuff going on, so I was unable to film. So we're going to start off at home, and I'm going to show you what we've got at home. If I go quiet for a second, so does everything else. Why does that always happen? So anyway, we're going to start off down here, and you can see we've got chicken there. It had splayed legs, so he was in a splint. Oh, there we go. He was in a splint for a little while, but this is the 15-day chick. If you've not already seen that, click the link up in the thingy, and the chick that hatched after 15 days. Now, I'll just run and grab a torch. I can bring you up to these guys up here. I'm running around in there. There is no, that one hasn't hatched yet. So there's currently 10 chicks in there. You can see we've got one at the front here that's if I move the torch to such a place as you can actually see. There you go, we've got two there that we've just recently hatched out. So that's a mix. There's some leg bars in there, and there's some of our own ones are in there. But we're doing reviews on the incubator because it's one of these 48 generic sort of ones. So yeah, we've got some lovely chicks in that one. And we also have this incubator going for it, which is in the kitchen, which is an Octagon 20 Mark II, so it's like a mega old one. Excuse the bottle of wine, I don't drink, that's not mine, so it's the wife's. So yeah, this has got, what's in here? We've got leg bar, and we've got blue Orpingtons. But unfortunately, the cradle for it will pull it over, but then it hasn't got enough guts in it to pull it back again. So we just turn it manually 3 or 4 times a day, and that seems to be working. And then we've got this incubator here going for it, which is Brinsea Mini Advanced. This is my auction bargain, 25 quid. There are 5 eggs in there, 2 that we put in were infertile. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got 5 days left to go. So that's quite good. Right, so now by a clever bit of video editory, let's get down the yard. And there we go, as if by magic, we end up down the yard. Today's weather report for the yard is it's a lovely sunny day, but a bit windy. I've moved their feed over here so as it's under the tree, as you can see. If I turn around, there you go. So you can see it's under the tree there. And I thought it would help with the wild birds that are coming down. Unfortunately, it hasn't really. And we're still getting magpies, seagulls and crows, which are coming in to help themselves to the feed. Unfortunately, because of the changes to the general license, we can't even shoot the magpies just at the minute to try to get rid of them. Ah, there's a duck egg in there. Yep, duck egg. So what we're going to have to do, I will show you in just a minute. Alright, so we go with the growers and the bantams. They're all doing okay. We did release the lavender bantams into here, but then we lost one overnight. I don't know where it got out. I keep looking everywhere and I just can't see it anywhere, which is a bit of a shame. But they are now in with the quails anyway, just to make sure that they don't escape. So there we go, we've got some bantam eggs. I think what we're going to do is we are actually going to get rid of the quail and then we're going to turn this into a bantam enclosure. You can see the 2 lavender bantams down there. Right, I think we've got 1 boy and 1 girl. So we've got one that's nice and chunky, this one here, and one that's a little bit smaller. But you can see the comb on this one here is a little bit bigger than the comb on that one there. So I think maybe a boy, but we'll wait and see. I'm playing a game, it's called Hunt the Quail Egg. They had been pretty consistent with laying 2 a day, but then the one day I come in and film, they're not going to have laid any, are they? Okay, not to worry. Okay, let's jump in with these guys here. As you would have seen there, was it last week we done the wing clipping? And then we pulled some birds in. We only ended up with one of the Sussexes actually staying in here. But then I've redone all the fencing since. As you can see, it's higher, tighter, better. So when we come to changing them over again, it's not going to be that much of an issue. But I need to build some gates to let me in and out of these all the time, which is why I've built this one, but then I've stopped because I need to get a gate built and work out where the gate's going to go before I finish it all off and get all of the wire tied up and doing everything like that. Yep, Mr. Herky's chasing them out. So see, I put in an additional 2 nest boxes here. The larger birds seem to like them, like the leghorns, these ones. They seem to like getting in there and resting them. They were £3 a piece or something from B&M's, I think it was. Thank you, Mrs. Chicken. Oh, yep, okay then. So yeah, there we go. Not a bad haul for well, I say not a bad haul. Pretty terrible haul, but there you go. Mustn't grumble. So what I'll do now, hoping you can still see, is I'll just place them into boxes, and then these boxes will go up to the honesty box. What I tried to do is I tried to get a range of colours into each box. I don't know why, because I'm only charging £1 for them. But I may, as in months and months and months in the future, bring in something like the Morans, which lay the really, really dark coloured eggs, and get them in there as well. And then I'll be able to sell like rainbow eggs, and then it'd be a case of going to markets and stuff like that with them. Right, so that's given me 2 boxes, 2 left over. I already had 1 left over from the other day, and the 2 bantams. So what's that, 12, 14, 16 eggs today from the chickens, so not bad at all. This is you can see it now that it's up. This is the brooder. It obviously needs cleaning out because of all those chicks you saw at home. They're all going to be brought down here. They'll all go in there pretty soon. Put them back in there. We'll go off and we'll do some quail feed, because I saw that had all gone. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting to say big thank you to everybody who has hit that subscribe button. I am going to stop saying it in each and every single video, saying please hit subscribe, like, comment, share, because I think I've said it enough now. Don't really need to say it too much more. But a big thank you to everybody who has hit it. A couple of weeks back I had a comment on one of the videos to say I'm your 100th subscriber. I was like, brilliant. And I looked at the eBay figures and eBay was telling me I was still on 99. But then, no, not eBay, YouTube were telling me I was still on 99. And then I went and looked at I looked at it from your point of view and it was saying I was at 100. But my dashboard was saying 99 still. And then I had another subscriber and it said I was at 98. So I didn't quite get it. So I didn't want to say anything. And now we're up to 120 something, which is brilliant. So yeah, I'm over the moon with that. So thank you everybody who has hit the subscribe button to get me up to that number. I didn't ever think my chickens would be that interested. That's a bit of a treat today. I brought them down a bit of finest Hovis. Not sponsored by Hovis in any way, shape or form, I should point out. Ever since I put up this fence, the chickens have got a bit daft in that you get some who go in behind there and then they just seem to think that they have to stay behind there. And they haven't realised that there's like a hole there that they can walk through. Right, so we were talking about the wild birds over there with the ducks and that, and how they're getting in there. They're not only stealing the feed, but I reckon they're also getting in there and stealing the eggs as well. I believe that they might even be flying off with eggs when you think as to where I've actually found eggs around the place in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a covering over it, and to start off with it's just going to be a really cheap covering. So I got these off of eBay. They were something like £3 a piece or something ridiculous like that. So I bought 4 of them. I measured it up, I worked it out. We can go roughly 8 meters back, which will bring us, I'm shooting into the sun here, which is terrible. If I go at the top, so 8 meters will bring us roughly to the back here or so. And then 20 meters across, obviously we've put them across, it will take us right over to the edge. So we're going pretty much in line with the size of the area we've got at the minute. That's my plan anyway. Whether or not it'll work, I don't know, because it is only the cheap stuff. I'll have to lop out a couple of branches from the oak tree to be able to get it under there. But it will certainly be worth a try, just to see if it does work. I won't be doing it today, but I will be doing it sometime this week. It's not that important that I'm able to walk all the way up to the top, because obviously I'm 6'3" or so, but it is more important that the birds are going to be kept safe. And if we can do something with this, just using the cheap stuff to start off with, if it works, then obviously I don't mind upgrading it to the more expensive stuff. But if I do it and it doesn't work, then I haven't wasted a load of money on it. But all I'll be doing is I'll be whacking posts into the ground like this, and then I'll just be clipping it on the top of them. So where we've got the posts, where we split them here and it went up, I'll just be doing exactly the same thing and then just clipping this stuff onto the top. Also got something else new down here. I don't know if you spotted it yet, but it is currently empty. This is a part of it. If you can work it out, then you're doing well. It's sat just down here, a little beehive. As I say, it is currently empty. We only went and picked it up the other day. No bees in it. But it is out just at the minute, just to see if it does attract anything. Because it's got some old foundation in there, just to see if the bees do show it any interest at all. Or else otherwise we'll start putting some stuff in to attract some swarms or something, and we will see how we go. So yeah, I think that just about concludes this week's video. So keep an eye out for our future videos coming up with the chicks that you've seen, and the incubators. They'll all be coming out as like special bonus extra videos over the next coming weeks, because we're doing them about some of the eggs. Some of the eggs we bought on eBay, and we're doing about the individual incubators as well, because I then need to clear out some incubators, and then I've got to do the curfew incubator as a special, but that's going to be a bit of planning needs to go in behind that one before we do that one. So yeah, we've got all that coming up. We've also got another auction this weekend coming up, so I might do something there, see if I can. And yeah, until next week, bye bye.